Okay, this is Fort Moultrie, or Moultrie. This is on Sullivan's Island. This was a Confederate fort. Before that, it was a Union fort. Fort Moultrie, South Carolina. It's on Sullivan's Island. Come on. How do you... Stop. Stop. Stop playing Ring Around the Rosie, okay? Dadgum. Stop. I'm doing something here. You can see up there, that was a gun emplacement, cannon. And I guess these would have been where the troops lived right here. Stop. Let's go over here and give you a tour of this fort. It is set up a lot differently than Fort Sumter is. You can see it had steel outer doors. Now, this would have faced the ocean. Come on. This faced the ocean. This would have been a gun emplacement. And you see they had it anchored with these big O-rings. You can go up on top and see it's an underground fort. Well camouflaged. You got these little steps. You know, if the gun was over the wall, you had to have rammers and up here ramming the gun to clean the bore out after every shot. And see, the ocean is just a few hundred yards that way. That way. This is Fort Moultrie, and I'm walking on top of it. Now, you know, if you watch Ghost Adventures, all of these forts down here in the south, they say they're haunted, which they could be. You know, they do nothing but war. You know, the one good thing that came out of the Civil War was the South, the Southern, or the Confederate Navy, is the one that invented submarines. And you know, the CSS Hunley was the very first submarine. And once it blew up a ship in Charleston Harbor, it sank. It sank and was destroyed. And they just found it back in the early 2000s. They've been preserving it. You can take a tour of the facility and see it being preserved. They did recover the 7 men that were on it. And it wasn't mechanical at all. They used manpower. They hand cranked the shaft. Come on. They hand cranked the shaft, and that's what propelled the submarine. And they believe that once it sank, the men just ran out of oxygen. You know, they had no way to escape. They had no such thing as scuba diving gear back then. 7 men operated it. Come on. But this is Fort Moultrie. We'll concentrate on this. This is a gun emplacement. It has a tree growing in it. And there's a third one over here. And they're called batteries. That's a battery. Probably took 50 to 75 men to run one battery. I fail. And then there's the third battery right there. You'd think they would preserve it a little better, but you can't get down there. That's where the third battery would have been. Let's go back around to the front, and don't make me carry you. Come on, come on. I don't know how you get tangled up so often. Mainly because you like to go in circles. Fort Moultrie.